You all, I am back again with a song that's been requested. Somebody sent me some cash, 20 bucks, to react to it, and I was like, I'm gonna do it. So, yeah, I'm coming from a different part of my house, and I love this so much, and I feel like this is healing light, and it's very relaxing for me when I react. I want to thank my members. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being amazing and giving me this opportunity to continue doing my reactions, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to. Please check out my Patreon if you want a look at more personal videos and videos that are not posted here on YouTube. So please join today. It would mean so much. You can also do song requests there. And if it's too much money, you can crowdsource to be able to request a song or an album. There's just lots of things on there. And there's also Ask Mare, where you give me a scenario and I will give my advice as a therapist. If you would want to ask me something about something going on in your life, give me all the details and I'll answer it for you in a very thoughtful, long form way. So before I start, remember my book pre-order, please pre-order on Barnes & Noble, Amazon, Bookshop, Books A Million, any of those, please. It's called The Plan B Chronicles, Divorce, Defiance, Liberation. It is a memoir. It is about my life. It was written over 3 years, and it's kind of like a journal. So if you've ever wondered some of the reaction, like why I have certain reactions other than being a therapist, you will learn. You will quickly learn. Sorry, I feel like that intro was really weird.
Packing while you're asleep, you were the catalyst. I don't know what it is about how you breathe, about how you breathe.
Okay, I'm gonna try not to stop as much, but when I listen to this, when I think of catalyst, it's like, okay, I want to know what's the catalyst, like what is she getting to? What did this person's breathing trigger?
I wanna be alone. Hate it that no one knows you're good to everyone. All them but me. All them but me.
Sounds like a not a good relationship.
Sorry, that was not worth stopping for.
I'm sorry, guys.
And if you hear me leaving in the morning, could you just pretend that it was only wind? 'Cause I can't love you even if I want to. Got a lot to work through. You don't know where I've been. It's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming.
It just feels like this person wants to disappear. And referencing the wind, it's feeling very, very sad. And she's obviously leaving and not saying goodbye. She's leaving without wanting them not to be aware of it, wondering why. And also, it sounds like she's blaming it on her past. I don't know if it's rightfully so or if that's also an issue that she's trying to come to grips with.
Say something sweet to me. It never meant a thing. Used to the turbulence. I wore long sleeves. I wore long sleeves. Fought till you tethered me. Swept under surfaces. Never enough of it. You didn't think. You didn't think. If you hear me leaving in the morning.
Okay, as a therapist, an SSI is what I'm thinking. when I say NSSI, it's non-suicidal. It's like it's injury, not to end your life, but so that it provides something for you. And long sleeves, a lot of times that's what clients that do cut or burn or do self-injury do to cover up the scars. Going back to the beginning of the song when she says the catalyst, I'm wondering if this is what she's referencing. Like, this is what was maybe the issues within their relationship, and the lack of love was what triggered her to go to NSSI is what I call it. You know, for those of you who don't understand what that is, I'm always like hesitant to talk about it. I don't want to ever teach someone about it and then them go try it, and that's why I'm worried about mentioning it here. But at the same time, I do mark on my videos that they're not appropriate for people under 18. I kind of want to describe why people do it. I think that at times we can have so much chaos, like she's talking about, so much turbulence, that self-injury is a break from it because it gives you something that you can control, something that you can choose to feel when everything around you feels out of control. Does that make sense? Some people feel nothing. They feel very, very numb. And then by doing self-injury, it gives them something to feel. It makes them reminds them that they're alive. But other people also like to see in an abstract way, we can be going through something and nobody would even know we're going through it. And sometimes there's something that clients have told me that makes them feel better about being able to see scars or some type of pain that was inflicted on them, because, you know, emotional pain you can't see on people, and that's how people don't know. And a lot of times people will wear long sleeves to hide them, but I do think most people want it to be seen, and they want people to know that they're doing this, because in a lot of ways it is a cry for help. Anytime that there's someone wearing long sleeves when it's not appropriate given the weather, it always tips me off. I think parents should always be looking out for these type of things. I am very bothered by the fact that it almost, at one point so many years ago when I was working with a lot of teens, it became something that was almost trendy and that everybody did. Like, if you didn't do it, that was almost weird. And I really hope the swing is going back the other way. Usually I teach people a lot of different techniques to help get them through that urge, because usually the urge will last 15 to 20 minutes and then it'll kind of go away. And if you can get yourself through that, the better off you are. That can be taking like your favorite smelling fruit or something. Like, some people love the smell of oranges, so putting them in the freezer, freezing them, and then when you get the urge, you hold them as long as you can until you can't take it. It gives you the same type of sensation with the freezing cold. It's one of the ones that I really recommend. It's finding something that can distract yourself and also understanding what's the trigger. So it sounds like she knows here. And also talking it through, figuring out ways to really heal so that you don't have to do that, because that at the end of the day does harm you, and people make mistakes and go too deep. And so it's something I want to have a lot of caution talking about. I do think that this is more NSSI, but I do think some people would say this could be a signal for an abusive relationship. Sometimes people will cover up scars or bruises or things like that too.
Running